Hey, you all, welcome back to Pearls of Eden. And I just had to share this with the people of God. Who else can I share these things with? Some things God places in my heart and my spirit, and I'm just like, oh, I want to share with someone. And you all often are those people that I share with because I know that it'll bless you too. And maybe God is speaking to you somehow through the message that He has spoken to me in my heart. And remember this morning, I talked to y'all about how I haven't worn this necklace in years. The Lord told me not to wear it for a long time, and I just did it in obedience. And I want to talk to you about the power of us being obedient down to the things that we wear and we don't wear. Who would think a necklace? So silly, right? But if God tells you not to do something, you just obey, right? But this weekend, this necklace came out of nowhere. I was just looking in my drawer and it caught my attention. And the Lord was like, it's time. And I didn't think anything of it, but I didn't wear it. I just, didn't think anything of it. But today, this morning, He said, put it on. The Lord speaks, you all, in that small, still voice. And when you are used to hearing the voice of God, you know when He speaks and you act. And so I put it on, and He said these horns always represent in the Bible authority. It represents power. And you are a chosen one, like many of my children who are in this season arising and are in position to rule and reign. So this further led me to investigate these ox horns. What do they represent? Because I never knew when I bought it in years past. And so He took me to Numbers 22. You already know. 2222, right? God keeps speaking to me about these keys. And I want to read to you about Balak when he summoned Balaam in chapter 22. Then the Israelites traveled to the plains of Moab and camped along the Jordan across from Jericho. Now Balak, son of Zippor, saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites, and Moab was terrified because there were so many people indeed. Moab was filled with dread because of the Israelites. The Moabites said to the elders of Midian, the horde is going to lick up everything around us, as an ox licks up the grass and the field. So Balak, son of Zippor, who was king of Moab at the time, sent messengers to summon Balaam, son of Beor, who was at Pethor near the Euphrates River in his native land. Balak said, a people has come out of Egypt. They cover the face of the land and have settled next to me. Now come and put a curse on these people because they are too powerful for me. Perhaps then I will be able to defeat them and drive them out of the land. For I know that whoever you bless is blessed, and whoever you curse is cursed. So he wants to curse the people of God because they're growing and they're increasing in great numbers. They're powerful. But how many of you know that you cannot curse what God blesses? And so as we look in chapter 24, which is another set of twos, it talks about the next message that Balak has to deliver to Balaam. And it says, come, let me take you to another place. Perhaps it will please God to let you curse them for me from there. And Balak took Balaam to the top of Peor to overlook the wasteland. Balaam said, build me 7 altars there and prepare 7 bulls and 7 rams for me. Balak did as Balaam had said and offered a bull and a ram on each altar. Now listen to verse 24. Now when Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he did not resort to divination as at other times, but turned his face toward the wilderness. When Balaam looked out and saw Israel encamped tribe by tribe, the Spirit of God came upon him, and he spoke this message: the prophecy of Balaam, son of Beor, the prophecy of one whose eye sees clearly, the prophecy of one who hears the words of God and sees a vision from the Almighty, who falls prostrate and whose eyes gates are open. How beautiful are your tents, Jacob. Your dwelling places, Israel. Like valleys, they spread out, like gardens beside a river, like aloes planted by the Lord, like cedars beside the waters. Water will flow from their buckets. Their seed will have abundance water. Their king will be greater than Agag. Their kingdom will be exalted. God brought them out of Egypt. They have the strength of a wild ox. They devour hostile nations and break their bones in pieces. With their arrows, they pierce them. Like a lion, they crouch and lie down. Like a lioness, who dares to ruse them? May those who bless you be blessed, and those who curse you be cursed. You all, this upset Balaam to no end, right? Because here he was supposed to curse the people of God, but he can offer nothing but a blessing. He said they are strong as a wild ox. Their God is with them. And so they shall prevail. They shall succeed. They shall prosper in the land. Their children will prosper. They will have the overflow. They will be abundant. They will be stronger than any nation you've known. We're rising up. We are here in this season, and we are like wild oxes because the Lord is our strong tower. Who can come up against us? Greater is he that is within us than that which is in the world. And though people can try to curse you, they actually put a curse on themselves, because he said, I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse you. I will curse those who curse you. So that is the message that I wanted to deliver. God is so faithful, and he speaks. Yes, he speaks through numbers. He uses joy as a symbol. He uses nature to prophesy. God is willing and able to speak to us in all measures of ways if we have ears to hear and a heart to receive. It's ruling and reigning season, you all, and God is with us. And if God be for us, no one can be against us. It doesn't matter what witch or warlock tries to put a curse on you, tries to, talk down about you, mock you. It doesn't matter, because he's prepared a table for you in front of your enemies, because you are going to be blessed beyond measure. And it is to soften their hearts as well. It's to teach them a lesson to know that if God before you, no one can come against you. They are going to witness the goodness of God. And prayerfully, it will bring them to what? Repentance. All right, guys, that is it. That's the word that I had to deliver. I was so excited when I learned of what the ox horn actually symbolizes. All right, I love you to life. Bye.